What's going on, everybody? Ted Carr here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 4 really weird side effects of taking cold showers every single day. All right, I used to avoid cold showers like the plague, man. I used to hear about all the benefits, but I would just avoid them. I'd be like, that's just not for me. I like the warmth. I'm a tropical guy. I like to go to Thailand and Hawaii, and I like to go in the sauna. I like nice hot baths and hot tubs. I like to relax and chill, and I like it warm. The cold, hot is maybe beneficial, or cold may be beneficial, but it's not for me. Like, you can have that. And then I just did more research into it, because I'm like, I don't want to live my life like this. If a bunch of people are talking about the benefits of something, I'm gonna open my blinders a bit and look into it. So I looked into it a bit more, and I was like, wow, I'm convinced like cold showers really are the way to go. Like, there's so many benefits. They're undeniable. Wim Hof was a big proponent, of course, but there's so many other people who are touting the benefits of cold exposure. And I'm like, I just can't deny it anymore. I think something just clicked, and I was like, okay, I gotta do it. So I got into it a bit, many months ago. I got into it a bit, and I was just like, wow, it's really great, yada yada yada. But I would still avoid it often. I didn't like hate it and dismiss it like I used to, but I just like, I got the benefits, the temporary benefits of it, but then I just started to avoid it. And then recently again, I'm like, I'm gonna look back into the cold thing again. So I started watching some Wim Hof documentaries, and I'm like, wow, okay, I'm sold once again. I can't be a little bitch about this and avoid experiencing the cold if there's all these benefits. So I went back to it, and I was at my cabin, and I jump in the lake, and I'm like, oh my God, this is real life. Like, it's so cold. It's so cold. It just wakes me up. Like, your body goes into survival mode when it's that cold. I was in the cold body of water. You're swimming not for long, and you get back out, and you're just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But you feel effing amazing. And it's so good that you want to go do it again. And it's something really, really weird about that, about not wanting to do something, but then having it feel so good so that when you stop it, you want to go right back to it. But anyways, now I've been doing it every day for the past 30 days. I've been having cold showers, or I've been going in cold lakes every day, or both, and sometimes multiple times a day, because it feels that good. All right, so that's the first really weird side effect of daily cold exposure, is this effect that when you're not in the cold, like when you're just out driving, or if I'm out walking or something, I'm like looking for areas where I could go jump in the cold, where I could experience it. Like, my brain now associates cold with so much pleasure that, like, as I'm driving, instead of a cigarette addict like thinking about when they're gonna get their next smoke, I'm thinking about when I'm gonna get my next cold exposure. I'm like, wow, is the house I'm driving to right now, is it gonna have a cold shower? Because some showers, they kind of suck, they don't go super cold. Or I'm like, is this park that I'm driving to, does it have a lake that it's gonna be cold enough? Because some lakes have really small, or some parks have small lakes, they're not really cold enough. And so I'm like scheming of up the next time I get to experience the cold. And it's disappointing when I go into a lake and I'm like, it's not that cold. I'm like, I drove all the way here and it's not that cold. So that's the first really weird side effect, is you just start looking for places and times where you can get that next hit of cold exposure. And as I'm going to bed at night, I'm laying there thinking, I'm like, okay, tomorrow morning, man, I'm gonna have that cold shower. So that's the first really weird side effect. All right. The second really weird side effect is, and this is something I was not expecting, when you're in the shower, your state of mind changes completely. Like, you're just not the same person you were mentally a minute ago. Like, you're different. You're functioning at a different level. And so what ends up happening is, like, your brain gets rewired to have more of this just do it mentality. Like, just get in there and do it. And I noticed this in myself now, where I used to be like super hesitant to even get in the shower in the first place, or get in the lake in the first place, to now I'm just like, fuck it, let's do it. Or even once I'm in the shower, I like start with warm, and then I go to cold, then back to warm, then back to cold, back to warm, and I'm just like, I don't even want the warm in the first place. I'm like, let's just get in the cold. Let's just get in there right away. First things first, just cold. Let's go. Woo! Like, just let's do it. And the weird side effect is that it transfers outside of the cold experience. It transfers outside of getting wet. It transfers to doing your taxes. It transfers to doing the dishes. It transfers to cleaning up the house. It transfers to doing chores, like going out and doing groceries or something. Like, stop putting shit off, just do it. It transfers over to anything that you might not necessarily want to do, but know that you probably should do. You have this just do it mentality that's being wired in your brain from the cold exposure, right? So instead of putting things off, you just, fuck it, let's do it. So I think that's a really, really cool, really weird side effect though. I was not expecting that. Another one is that when I'm in the cold shower, I'm laughing a lot of the time. I just start laughing. I'm like, this is so amazing. Like, oh my God. Like I don't know what it is, but your body goes into a different state and you just start laughing. Like things just become funnier for some reason. And again, the weird part is it transfers outside of the cold shower. So if I'm watching a YouTube video, I'll just laugh more often. Or if I'm reading a little book, I might laugh more often. Or if I'm driving and I tell myself a joke, or I'm like freestyling to some beats and I like make a little rhyme, I'll just laugh. I'm like, oh, that was sick, like good stuff. So I make myself laugh a lot more, which is really, really cool. And other people I think are funnier. It just makes everything funnier. And that has something to do with the mood boosting effect, which really is the fourth really weird side effect. It's like taking a mood boosting pill. Okay, when after you do the cold exposure, your mood is heightened. Like certain people you didn't want to talk to, you'll talk to them now. Certain things that again you just didn't feel like doing, you'll do them now because your mood is up. Like things are good. Like you forgive people. Like, hey man, like what you said or what you did or what happened between us, like it doesn't matter. Like I'm in a good mood right now. Like let's talk about it. Let's deal with it. You're in a state of flow a lot more because you're in a good mood. When you're in a shitty mood, you can't flow. When you're in a shitty mood, you're just like. When you're in a good mood, sorry, I don't know if you can hear that washing machine in the background. When you're in a good mood, things just flow a lot easier. So. Those are some of the really weird side effects that I was not expecting. The only real side effect or benefit I was looking for when I first got into it was just boosting the immune system and boosting testosterone. But I can't really measure if my immune system is boosted unless, I go a whole year and see if I get sick. I usually get sick like once a year, come down with like a cough or something. So this year I'm gonna see if I get sick at all. I'll report back. And as far as testosterone goes, I don't know, I didn't test my testosterone levels before, and I'd like to test them like a month from now. That'd be cool to see what they're at. But the main benefits I got that convinced me to try it in the first place were the immune system and the testosterone. But now I'm like, yo, man, I got the just do it mentality. My mood is boosted. I'm laughing more, and it's making me look for more cold exposure opportunities, which is really, really cool. It's like a new hobby of mine. So. That's it, guys. I hope you got something from this. I hope you go take showers every day. It does get easier for sure, but you got to do it every single day, all right? So if you're hesitant towards it, start out like I did. Start with the hot, and then eventually go a little bit of cold and back to the hot. And spend like majority of the time in the hot, and every now and then just go to cold for just a second, then back to the hot. And right away then you'll get like some laughter effects. It's pretty cool. But once you get into it a bit more, then you can start going from hot to cold and staying colder longer. And get more and more effects from that. So that's it for now. Peace out, much love, have a great day.